Tell him that I really stepping in. Oops, wrong group. It's 45-9. Oh, damn. 22 interceptions, only 29 touchdowns. Sucks.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. The holiday season is upon us. We got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's been on the ball a lot, so we're going to probably stay with him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Rodgers. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
He got balled in
motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
He got ball in the jump, though. Okay.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Neither one of them.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Carb, a heavy dose of this here. Tree wide receiver set by. I'm tripping. 10 seconds.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that'll set them back 5.
Any one of those? All right.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, it's Hill. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Jackson. Josh Doxson's got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
It's going to be, brother.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Hill.
And what kind of animation was that, bro?
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Sorry to this man.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's that superstar guy.
Downfield. He keeps himself for 11 and a first down.
Man. That. That left guard.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Match.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, you block over here. 53, check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Madden, 158. 51. Check. Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Taken in at the 12. Now a hit and
No,
a
he
loose
didn't.
football.
No, he did not. No, he did not. No.
Bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Please and thank you.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Check it out, nigga. Time I got. Tell him that a real nigga.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Oh, Vaughn, you got to dump that,
come
buddy.
up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
All you need is me playing on your playlist. I did not own the rights to that song. Oh, no, it's 12 and 2. Who knew?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
Get away.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Like 8 hours or something like that?
On third down, Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline.
Bye-bye.
A big play that time for the Ravens.
So
51 yards.
Medicine, yo. What's this, man?
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Red zone. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
That's what it's saying.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's fucked up, yo.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
I know we should have split.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. It's free. It's free. Cut. Right.
Come on, move your ass, boy.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
He said, read it, lost the 5. Nope, touchdown. That shit funny. Funny.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Need that big hit, 22.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
53, Mike 53. Get him.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Good job, boys.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Man.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. That's right, baby.
Now it's Rodgers. Throwing
You
over
gotta
the
get the ball,
middle,
brother.
and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Just leave DBs on the field. All right.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Here. Spotlight him. We're going to play on this side.
Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. A second nice move. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
We bait him in the cover 2 right
Well,
here.
this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is. Knows it's going to be a route around that distance. Makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Fake. With the cover 2 audible.
Let's go now. 42, Henry. You ain't gonna throw that ball.
What's that cover 4? That reads either way.
42.
After the interception, here's Jackson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Call putting a dagger in them fellas. I don't have that audible set. Damn it. Damn, son.
42, Mike 42. And watch the
See
leg.
what he does.
Let's go. Come on.
What's man? Smart.
42, Mike 42. And let's get that ball.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Jackson now. And, he took that in one-handed.
I don't know what kind of shit.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a
Jet to the right,
yard.
out of position.
And it's
Do not get a good throw.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches. That was great.
Hey, ready for the kicker?
A little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
One-on-one out there, boy.
From the gun, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Linebackers on it. Linebackers on Hollywood.
Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and goal.
Hey, yo. Hold up. Who said that comment? Oh, that's fucking Spies. Hey, Spies, check this out. Check it, D.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Just kidding. There it is.
Tucker now for the extra point.
Anytime somebody will show you blitz front, bro, just run it jet.
And it is now 21 to nothing.
You see a blitz, run it. Jet and force him to commit.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go one more.
Rodgers now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Humphrey's on him now, boy.
Now Rodgers going to throw again. He's going to walk on deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some doubt.
My God.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. There's a pin on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That's a dub. That's a
Play
dub.
action. Now Jackson.
That's a dub.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 77 yards. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Oh, nah, my guy ain't on the field.
Hey, watch it.
My Red's home third ain't on the field, bro. Trash.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
The post, the fucking goal line fade right there.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
All she need is me playing on our playlist. Scoop, scoop.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go now. 42 is
On second down, it's Hill, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
What we got?
You can't block me.
3, show 2. Oh, these fuckers are on that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A deep ball for Dotson. He's got a man, complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That's why you send the
I guess
pressure
that
when you show
answers
it,
the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third
That's
quarter.
why you send
And
the
I think
pressure
this
when you
is
show
something
it.
we're seeing
This
more and
one
more of
looks
in
like
the
he's actually
NFL.
gonna send this
Teams
off.
not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll run on first down. Hill.
Right into his ass.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's gonna cap, bro.
Check 31. Check 31.
Stop it. Not about to get up to you.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. You get blocked, please.
Not about to get up to you, right?
You come up. Undercrush, undercrush.
From the 36, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Pick off animation, bro.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
High 7. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. 4 down. Check. Hey, lock it. He's checking. Crash. Smooth. Go.
Ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Damn, son, that was a touchdown if I get hit.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Rodgers now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Single receiver.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Yes, thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I don't wanna win again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, Mike 51. Right now, you got 58. Here we go.
Rodgers now on first down.
Ooh-wee. Good read.
And he's got it.
Fine.
It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
I know he goes to Sternberger. That's crazy.
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
I know he
and
goes
the
to
Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there, some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he gets to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
All you need is me playing on your playlist. I do not own the rights to that song.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. That's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I've done this play in a minute.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
He wasn't showing he's going to pass and run the ball, so this wouldn't stay in the dime.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
It's just me and you.
On first down, Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buddy. Shut up that time and watch this.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All you need is me playing on our playlist. I don't like the looks of that shit at all.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Oh, the ankles
up to his own 17-yard line.
Come on, big fella.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
Son.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Let's go, let's go. Go. Fofo to Mike. Mike's Fofo.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill.
Are you kidding me, bro?
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh,
I like the strategy.
man.
Extra
That's
tight ends,
weird.
extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside.
That's weird
If you
as
get
shit,
strung
man.
out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Never go for this, man. Come on.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken
What do you call for that
at the
fair catch? I didn't see it.
24-yard line. So possession goes over
Oh,
here
sorry.
on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
On the backside.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Decent
Somebody
start to the
catch
drive,
that
but let's
shit.
face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game,
Jump that
but this is
man,
for
man.
future
That's
games.
crazy.
Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 399.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And some room to work. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Yeah. Time to end it. All day, dog. Check 9, check 9. 22, check. Bomber. 22, check. Bomber.
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here.
Got his
and
feet down.
this'll
Let's
be
go.
caught.
Hollywood.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Go challenge it.
He
goes
nicely
challenge it.
1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Go challenge?
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet
Damn
in
it,
bounds.
If this were
Jada.
a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that
Damn
they're
it,
looking at to
Jada.
make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Nice 22. Hey, pick on. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a
Never
rough
used fucking high
stretch.
points.
6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
You can't stop me.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rodgers now to throw. It's caught here by Adams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Packers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Check. Crouch.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Watch left. Here we go. Hey, take 26. Hey, Echo.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That'll be caught by St. Brown.
Come on, bro.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimous St. Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it 24-13.
Going for the inside, buddy? Okay. There's still hope.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So low. Ay, 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 ay.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. On first down, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Ooh,
and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. 26. Hey, zoom.
Rodgers to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now Rodgers on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Baltimore, the wins keep